Hello then, people, and welcome back to the Just Your Football Show, and it's time for your Leeds versus Brentford preview. But before we get into any of all that, I just want to say thank you to each and every person that watches, that keeps me company, that sent love after a bit of an outpouring of emotion on social media on Friday night. Genuinely so grateful for all the messages of support. Yeah, I've been going through it. Just obviously on my own, and it can get a bit lonely at times, and it's not something I've had to experience before. Yeah, so listen, we will talk about it. Like, I felt a bit daft afterwards, and I think a lot of that is, yeah, you just feel a bit silly. Maybe less of a man, dare you say? And I know that's, but listen, people can relate. People know the script. So many people reached out, so many with some great ideas, and just people being there. So for that, I'll always be eternally grateful. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. Society right now, it's all hard, man. The stresses of life, man, and yeah, I've been going through it for a while, as I say, and yeah, it was a bit of an outcry. Listening to Miley Cyrus on a mad one. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. But yeah, I just want to send out sincere thanks for everyone that's reached out to make sure I'm all right. But this is my happy place. I can't lie to you. Streaming, doing videos, knowing that people are waiting for videos, etc. It keeps me going. So again, just massive thanks to everybody that views and supports my channel. But you know, we move. I will be a lot more open, maybe even discuss it more on streams and stuff when I am feeling like that. And a lot have said maybe you need some time away, but it's not a case of that. This is my happy place. You know what I mean? This is what some days get me up on a morning. You know what I mean? So thanks again. I'll stop rambling now. Not that it's rambling, but you hear what I'm saying. But let's talk about Leeds United versus Brentford. So if you can, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. I don't think I do it. Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. So, folks, it's 5 league games now without a win for Leeds United. Thankfully, we had a bit of respite last time out when we demolished Cardiff 5-2. That's Jesse Marsh's biggest victory since being at Leeds United. But, of course, that was in the FA Cup, and it was against lower league opposition. We need to see some positive results in the Premier League. We need to see a win. Of course, Leeds United have an abundance of options going forward now. It very much feels like under Jesse, it's going to be we're going to score more than you, and I fully expect Brentford to score at Elland Road on the weekend. We have quite a decent record against Brentford at Elland Road, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But, you know, the attacking options are in abundance, and they're all hitting form at the right time. We've obviously got the new signing, Rutter, who hopefully will be involved at some point. You've got Patrick Bamford now, who's got 3 goals in not even 90 minutes yet played over the last 2 games. So that's a positive. So them two will be chomping at the bit to get involved. You've got the absolute star boy, Willian Yonto, getting involved, Rodrigo Moreno. It's going forward. I'm not concerned, and I do think we will score at the weekend. It's defensively, you know, that we're worried about as fans. It's defensively where we can see we need to make additions. If we can't make additions, we need to change the system so that we can not be so open defensively. You know, Jesse needs to work it out so that when, you know, the ball does break down, we're not exposed. You know, we haven't just got Cooper running in treacle backwards, and that's no disrespect to my man Cooper. If you ain't got pace, you ain't got pace. You just, you know, it's not something you can train, is it? You're born with it. If you're slow, you're slow. So if Jesse's going to continue with this system, we're going to continue to concede goals. So hopefully something can be done about that, because Thomas Frank will have a plan. I really, really, really rate Thomas Frank. I think he's one of the best up-and-coming coaches. Obviously, we had that little bit of to and fro in the Championship, and I couldn't stand the man. But now that that's all done with, I look at him and I said, you know what? I respect what he does there. And going forward, Brentford, I'm really, really concerned. You know, you've got Tony, you've got Vissy, you've got Brian and Buemo. They are top players, and we should know that more recently, because, you know, Ivan Toney got a hat-trick the last time we played Brentford. Look, our home form hasn't been great this season either. We've just one win in our last 7 home league matches, drawing 3 and losing 3. We need to get a win. But the main concern is, of course, conceding goals, because we've conceded at least 2 goals in each of our previous 4 games at Elland Road. And for a Premier League team that's wanting to stay in the division, it's just not quite good enough. And as I'm recording this, we are currently in 17th. That may change over the course of the afternoon, but as it stands, we are in 17th. We are very, very close to that drop zone, so we need a win as quick as possible. And look, Brentford have been in an amazing form. They are a great side. They have a great coach. They have a great team. But their record at Elland Road isn't the best. They have won only once here since 1947. So in 16 visits to Elland Road, they have won 1, drawn 7 and lost 8. Hopefully after the game on Sunday, it'll be lost 9. They are in good form, though, with recent victories, obviously at Manchester City, which ain't easy, and West Ham as well. This means that could notch up their 3rd successive away top-flight win for the first time in their history. It will also be, if they do manage to win, their 4th straight top-flight win, something they haven't achieved since 1939. Now, taking all these things into consideration, I think Leeds United win the game, because there's a reason why Brentford haven't won 4 on the spin. There's a reason why they haven't won 3 games away from home on the spin. And there's a reason why they haven't come to Elland Road and won since 1947, or just 1 win during that time in 16 visits. So history is on Leeds United's side. So I think we can come away from Elland Road with a win, a much needed win. Just to further add to that as well, there's only been 2 away wins in the last 26 head-to-head fixtures between these 2 teams. So 1 win apiece, in effect. It's a madness. You know, we never did well down at Brentford. They don't do well up at Elland Road. So hopefully that continues and Leeds United can get a much-needed win. Brentford have scored at least 2 goals in their last 6 matches, and there's been over 2.5 goals scored in 7 of Leeds' last 8. The last shutout we got, obviously, was away at Newcastle at St James's Park. So there's going to be goals. There's going to be goals for both sides, and I can see, and I'm hoping and praying, because we're never going to get an easy 1-0. We're never going to get a straightforward 2-0 win. Brentford will score. I think there's going to be more than, just the 1 per team as well. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Leeds United win. I think it will be, quite an exciting affair. Obviously, the last time out when we played at Brentford, Tony scored a 28-minute hat-trick. And according to SofaScore, this is how we expect both teams to line up. Now, I think we may see a change. I think Pascal Struijk may come out of the side, I think we might see Max Vober start at left back. I think Liam Cooper, if he passes a late fitness test, will play alongside Robin Koch, and Luke Ayling will keep his place at right back. Obviously, he gave away a goal midweek against Cardiff, but he was playing at centre back. He's done well at right back, and I don't rate Rasmus, and Cody's obviously going to leave. So for me, Luke Ayling keeps his place. It'll be Tyler Adams and Mark Roca. I do think Willian Yonto's got to start. I'd play Jack Harrison behind Rodrigo, and off the right, I genuinely would throw in Rutter. I know he's not 100%, but I'd like to see Brendan Aronson come out of the side. I think Jack Harrison's done really, really well through the middle. Of course, you're not usurping Rodrigo because he's in hot form right now. It probably won't happen, but I would start Rutter from the start in place of Brendan Aronson on that lineup. And as I say, I think Pascal might come out of the side because him and Aronson both need a rest, really, to be fair. In terms of Brentford, then you've got Christopher Ayer, Ethan Pinnett, Ben Mee, and Rico Henry, Jan Alt, Christian Norgard, and Matthias Jensen. And then, of course, that front three, a potent front three that actually worries me, especially when you consider how open we have been, especially in defensive transitions. And I fully expect at times for Thomas Frank to just beat that press and just go long and look for Tony, look for Mbeumo, look for Visser. And if our fullbacks allow themselves to be exposed as they have been in most recent times, then I fully expect Mbeumo and Visser to cook. I can't lie to you. Cutbacks to Ivan Toney, the on-running Matthias Jensen, you know, we have to win this game, obviously. But the more I think about it, the more I worry. But I am going to go for a speculative 3-2 Leeds United win. I think it's going to be an exciting affair. And hopefully one Leeds United can get 3 points, because boy, do we need it. Like, as I say, the way the results are currently, we could find ourselves in the bottom three if Wolves get something against City, which, based on City's current form, maybe not that big of a task. I'm not too sure. But I just don't want us in that drop zone. We never dropped into it before. Last season, we may have done after Bielsa had gone, but we never dropped into the drop zone. You know my thoughts on the manager. I got rightly positive after Cardiff, but when you think about it, it was Cardiff. You know, we have to follow it up now with a win against Brentford, and hopefully we can do that. It's going to be an exciting game. Both sides have attacking potential in abundance. It could be a bit of a tactical battle, at which point I think Brentford maybe win it. Jesse's spoken about set pieces, etc. It seems like he's spent a lot of time on that. We know that he holds Thomas Frank in very high regard, so hopefully he can counteract them set pieces. I think if Greenwood's on the pitch, I'm all for it. But outside of that, I don't think our deliveries have been that great. So I don't know if that's an area that we can exploit them on. Defensively, we need to be wary of them because, of course, Brentford are dangerous from them. Yeah, we've just got to win. We've got to get some wins on the board, because after that, you're looking at Nottingham Forest, you're looking at Man United twice over, Southampton, Everton, and we're running out of winnable games for me in this run, you know, where you would hope we would put some distance between us and the drop zone. But as it stands, we're in 17, so we ain't that far away from it. You know what I mean? So wins are needed, and if wins aren't going to come soon, then a change of managers needed. It is what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to know your score predictions. I'm going to repeat myself again and go for a speculative 3-2 win to Leeds United. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for all the love and support. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow from 1 o'clock for Leeds versus Brentford. Peace out. Leeds.